Well. Still a nation. What is going on, man? A lot of craziness going on out there, y'all. Everybody looking to get paid. You get paid, you get paid, you get paid, and I get paid. It's your boy Meech, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another Still Talk episode. Be sure to follow us everywhere on social medias at Still Talk 6. Hit that like button, jump in the comment section, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. The goal is still set. 100 subscribers was by the start of the season. We got preseason coming up tomorrow, tonight, depending on when you're watching this. First preseason game. Hey, if y'all don't know, my favorite saying is, it's football season. And we are locked in and loaded now. Yes, it's a preseason game. Yes, we're going up against the Jaguars. Yes, our starters are not playing. Jaguar starters, I believe, are playing, if not some of them, but they're playing their starters. Travis Hunter will be on the field, playing both sides of the ball. That's going to be interesting to watch. I think Trevor Lawrence is playing as well, so it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. We get to finally see these rookies, these young guys that we've been talking about this whole offseason, really getting on the field in the NFL game setting. You know, no, it don't count to the record books, but hey, it's football season, baby. Pass it on, you're going against another team. Let's go. Let's see what you're about. This is the time for players to make their claim for the roster, cement themselves on the roster, and possibly get jobs somewhere else if they don't make the roster. So, a lot of people don't care about the preseason. I'm the type, I don't care about it, but I like to watch. I like to see, especially our rookies, man. Especially our rookies. My number one thing I'm going to be watching, and if y'all haven't watched any of my previous episodes, you might want to go watch it. I'm digging into that O-line. Troy Fautanu, of course, Broderick Jones, Mason McCormick, Zach Frazier. I am looking at the trenches on both sides of the ball, but really, my main focus is going to be on that offensive line. I've been preaching it this whole offseason. The key to the Steelers' success is that O-line. We can go as far as that O-line take us. Man. So, yeah, my eyes are glued to that offensive line. What are y'all doing? How are we running the ball? How much time does Mason Rudolph got back there to make the pass? And then, like I said, the new guys coming in, Caleb Johnson, Derek Harmon, Y.A. Black. I'm going to start calling him Y.A. Behemoth because my man's is swatting down everything. If he realizes that he cannot get to the ball, he just puts his hands up and hopefully he hits it. And 9 times out of 10, he hitting it. So batted balls everywhere coming his way. So that's something that I'm looking forward to see in an NFL game setting, not just practice and training camp. We here, man. We here. But at the same time, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. And there's 2 parts to it. I'm going to start with the more easier part. Chris Boswell, our kicker, wants more money. Deservingly so. And I say that's the easiest one because Chris Boswell is the best kicker in the North. And at least one of the best kickers in the league, hands down. And I've been saying this since 2023. The best kicker in the North. I don't care about that man over there, Justin Tucker. Well, he ain't over there no more. I don't even think he's playing in the league right now. Go handle that. You should have been hanging out with Deshaun, but I'm going to leave that alone. Like I said, the best kicker in the North right now. And if anybody got a problem with that, tell them come hop in the comment section. Your boy Meech here with all the smoke. Straight up, hands down. The Steelers, you pay that man. I can't even think about how many games we have won just off of the leg of that man right there. I was talking to my brother last year. He the Ravens fan and stuff like that. And we had a full-on argument, y'all. Because I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, yeah, I know about Justin Tucker. Kicking the longest field goal. I know about all that. But one thing about Boswell is that's money buys. That leg is money. I think it was like 4 weeks later he called me back. Bro, I did not know Chris Boswell was like that. I don't know why. He been doing it. It's Money Boswell, man. His name ain't even Chris no more. It's Money Boswell. I'm giving nicknames out to everybody. It's the Crash Money Record Steelers, man. Your boy me still talk all grit, all game, all Steelers, man. Everybody get nicknames. Money Boswell, man. You pay that man. You pay that man. You, like I said, it's so many games. So many games. Like, I think last year was 2 games. We won 2 games off of just Boswell. Kicking field goals. Steelers get all the way down there, can't do nothing. Might as well come out there. You know it's money. He kicked the ball and turned around. He ain't even looking to make sure it go in. That's money Boswell, y'all. You pay that man. Next part of it, Cam Hayward. Big Cam, big 97. You know, and here's the thing. Steeler Nation and all y'all out there, y'all got to chill it. Y'all got to cool it. Y'all got to cool it, man. Cam Hayward came out with the news where his agent leaked the news to a reporter that don't even report for the Steelers. Like, so his agent came out with the news saying Cam Hayward's not sitting out or not veteran, sitting out. It's more of hold in because he wants a contract. The moment that came out, it's like every Steeler fan across the board, everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, X, like formerly known as Twitter, X, everywhere, turned on Cam Hayward. And, I was kind of torn because Cam is my guy. And if you don't know, my son is named after Cam. But his middle name is Cam and came from Cam Hayward. That's my guy. So, I was kind of torn. And Big Jack over with the Jump with Jack podcast, we was on the phone. He brought it up. I knew he was going to bring it up. But I was just like, man, you know what? Where was all this energy at the beginning of the offseason? We didn't hear nothing about this until now. And you want to do it 2 days before the first preseason game, And the Steelers ain't even playing their starters. So, like, if you would have just been quiet, and I kind of get it, that's the only leverage they really got is holding in, not playing. But at the same time, bro, you could have been let your frustrations be known. That's all I'm saying. Like, where was this when TJ Watt shut up the do signs to us and said he's out of here? Where was that at? Cam could have said something in the comment. Yeah, man, we got to get paid. We got to get paid. So my stance on it is, yeah, you pay the man. But at the same time, Cam, like, you gotta realize too, like, don't come in here and try to bang the Steelers over the head because everybody getting paid. Like I said, you get paid. Oprah Winfrey came to the Steelers organizations, man, and she just paying everybody. That ain't what's going on around here. That's not what's going on around here. But, you signed the contract the year before. You didn't bet on yourself. That's all it came down to. You didn't bet on yourself. And I'm pro player. I love to see players get paid. Get the bag, man. I wish I had my Monopoly money here. But get the bag, man. Go get it. Trust me, go get it. I'm with you. Your boy Meeks with you. Whatever you need me to do. You want me to go hide in their bushes? Like I told you, I go hide in some bushes. Might tell me, hey, we got to get this straight. Cam said he need the bag. Your boy Meeks got you. But at the end of the day, man, you got to realize, man, you didn't bet on yourself. And maybe sometimes we got to bet on yourself, especially if you know where your body is and all of that. Bet on yourself. Because I'm a firm believer. I don't even think a doctor really know your body like you know your body. Like, you can tell when something is not right with you, before anybody else can. You can tell when you are 100% before anybody else can, So, boom, you didn't bet on yourself. You signed the deal, and now you coming back around and you asking for a raise. So the Steelers, low-key, cannot set that precedent. Like, okay, boom, we gave you a contract the year before. Now you're going to come back and we're going to give you another outlandish, top tier, top 10 contract. It puts things in a tough situation. Because on the other side of that coin, who are we talking about? Cam Hayward. Been here since what? I don't know, 2011, like a long time. The captain of our defense, the cornerstone of the Steelers organization, like we was talking about with TJ Watt. You pay those guys. I'm telling you, pay those guys. So with Cam, it's like, you got a point. I don't like the way you handled it or made it be known, because the whole time we didn't know anything was going on with Cam. We just thought it was a vet day. He chilling today, vets not practicing. There's just been a couple of them not practicing. Some of them due to injury, some of them not. So we just chopped it up like that. But then you want to come and you bring all this noise 2 days before the preseason game where we supposed to be solely focused on how these guys are going to look. Now we just sitting here talking about Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward, Cam Hayward, Cam Hayward. And then you decline to even talk about it. Like, that's another point. You didn't even want to speak to reporters after the news dropped. After your agent came out and made the news public. You didn't even want to talk about it. Bruh, me personally, Cam, I would have hit the podium. Yeah, my name Big Cam, Big 97. You already know what's going on. A whole lot of big dog stuff. Yeah, man, I'm just looking to get paid. So, say something in there, man. Say something. So, when you look at the numbers, Cam making about $14.5 million, ranking about 22nd in the league. Does Cam deserve to be there? No. Now, I think these next 2 years are 4 years on his deal, but his roster bonus, there's reports out there saying that that's what he won. He won his roster bonus this year. And after looking at it and looking at the numbers and everything, only thing I can really say, man, is give him part of it now. Give him part of it now. Split it in half. Give him part of it now. Make him about 16, 18 mil, this year. And boom, call it a day, bro. Call it a day. 36 years old, Cam. Look, I don't know what the numbers is Cam looking for, anything like that. But 36 years old, man, I'm going to be hesitant. If I'm the owner, if I'm the GM, I'm going to be hesitant to really give you 30 mil. I just don't know. But the roster bonus, I think that'll be an easy way to go ahead and handle this and nip this in the bud. And if I'm Omar Khan, look, me and Cam trying to get this figured out before the next preseason game. Real talk, because we don't need no distractions coming into the season. We already talked about that with Aaron Rodgers coming in. How much of a distraction he going to be? Is he going to throw people under the bus? So nothing else we really don't need nothing else, man, other than trying to figure out what Broderick Jones going to be like, what this offensive line going to be that. If Caleb Johnson going to really, work in the NFL, is he going to get the pass pro down pack? That's what we need. How's Darren Harmon going to be? How's Y.A. Black going to be? Jack Sawyer going to be? Peyton Wilson? These guys, Thornhill and Elliott back there in safety position. Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slade, Joey Porter. That's what we want to be worried about. Not Cam Hayward, not T.J. Watt. Those should be the least of our worries. And not Boswell either. The least of our worries. Why? Because Boswell is another one. I'm going to stamp it right now. Cornerstone to the Steelers organization. You do not get rid of him. You do not trade him. You do not pay him. You pay the man, and you keep the man until that man is ready to go. So, Cam, I wish you the best. I hope you get your money. But at the same time, hey, look, I'm going to be the one to let you know. Steelers can really play hardball with you, my boy. They really can. They don't have to pay you at all. What you going to do, sit out? I doubt it. Not at 36. And after coming off the season that you just had. I don't think you're going to sit out, Cam. Not for a whole season. I don't think you want to do that. Hines Ward was forced to retire. Ben Roethlisberger was forced to retire. Troy Polamalu was forced to retire. Those guys didn't want to play for any other team. I think Cam is the same way. Don't want to play for any other team. So if the Steelers don't want to pay you, either you go play for another team or, you go ahead and retire, my boy. You go ahead and retire. So, I expect this to, like I said, to go ahead and get done rapido, expeditiously. This should not carry on into the season. Really, into the preseason at that. Really? But I get it. I give you these 3 games or whatever. But starting week 1 versus the Jets, Cam need to be on the field. Cam need to be happy. I need T.J. Watt happy, which he going to be. You seen the Kool-Aid smile he was giving in press conferences. T.J. Watt happy. Cam Hayward happy. Patrick Queen happy. Jalen Ramsey happy. Derek Harmon happy. I need these guys to be happy. That's all I'm saying. I need these guys to be happy, man. That's it. That's it right there, man. But, yeah, preseason, like I said, tomorrow, tonight, depending on when y'all watching this. So, we got to see. No Will Howard. That's what I was really looking forward to this preseason. Mike Tomlin did come out and he spoke saying it's a possibility. He plays that last preseason game, but we got to wait and see. Hopefully he does, because I was telling Big Jack this, man. It kind of sucks because, honestly, the way I was looking at it, this was Will Howard's really, guaranteed opportunity to really play in the NFL this season. Of course, there's a possibility due to injuries and stuff like that, but I'm gonna knock on wood, so that ain't, and say that's not a guarantee. Either way, Mason Rudolph would have been next up in lines. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. I really wanted to see him, see how, he's playing under center. Is the game too fast for him? Can he Can he handle himself against teams, first team, second team, third team? Like, can he really, really be something in the NFL? And I'm not on the notion of Will Howard's already a franchise QB. No, I told y'all. Will Howard sitting behind Mason Rudolph and Aaron Rodgers, but really Aaron Rodgers is the best thing that could have happened for him. Where you sitting behind a Super Bowl champion. You sitting behind a 4-time pro. Like, all the numbers, the accolades. Aaron freaking Rodgers, that's a bad man. You heard Stephen A. That's the best thing that could have happened to Will Howard. I'm a firm believer in that. So next year, I want to see Will Howard. And I done been on record saying, you draft that quarterback, you bring him in, Will Howard, okay, may the best man win. That's what you do next year. Mike Tomlin, a full-out quarterback battle. No pole position, none of that BS. A full-out quarterback battle between Will Howard and whoever we draft, wherever we draft him. That's how I believe it. I don't care if we trade up to the first number 1 overall pick. Quarterback battle between the number 1 overall pick and Will Howard, because I really want to see what Will Howard really is going to bring to the table when it's his time. Right now, that's how I look at it. Right now, it's like, I know I'm not going to play. I know I'm behind Mason Rudolph and Aaron Rodgers. So I did be out Skylar Thompson, but, that wasn't no real competition. And we're going to see him, too, in this preseason, Skylar Thompson. So that should be interesting. But, I think Will's a great kid. I think Will got some potential, obviously. Yeah, we just got to wait and see. His story's not finished yet. It's just beginning. So, and you got a year to sit behind a bona fide quarterback. Come on, man. That's the best thing that happened with him. So, yeah, man. Everybody wants to get paid. TJ got paid. DK got paid. Omar Khan got paid. Jalen Ramsey got paid. Deshaun Elliott got paid. Everybody wants to get paid. We got to see, man. Some more players that I'm really going to be looking at, too, in the preseason. Rock Taylor. Because Rock Taylor has been making some news, man. He's been making some news. And I got a question. If we sitting here saying what Roman Wilson been giving us lately is a Ben Skoranek, Robert Woods, or somewhere on their level, and Rock Taylor got the potential to be better than all of those guys, why not give him a shot? That's my thing. Why not give him a shot? Put him out there. Let's see what Rock Taylor really can do, especially in the game. Bro, come and earn your spot on this roster. Let's see what you do. I like Rock Taylor. I think he's decent, probably could be something. Like with setting hands out there, something. He spoke to, he said, it's not really no technique on how I do my thing. I really just use my body. Big guy, go up there. All right. Put him out there, Mike T. Let's see what he do. You like crash outs anyways. Crash Money Records, baby. A lawless game, man. It's your boy Meech, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Still Talk Podcast. The goal is still set. Subscribe, man. 100 subscribers. I might try to give out something, to that 100 subscriber. We'll see. I'll have to think about that over this weekend. But the goal is still set, man. 100 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Tell all your families and friends, even if they don't like the Steelers, tell them you got somebody that love to talk junk with them. Because your boy Meech will. I ain't ducking no smoke. I said that. But yeah, man. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, and I'm out of here.